Okay? So it's the same day for me, but it's a different day for you. So I just posted my last video, and now I'm making another one from the list that I posted now a couple days ago. So here's the deal. Today's theme is going to be the first one. My favorite thing that I like to say to people when they say, oh my God, I'm totally bored of this, is food is not entertainment. You like that? You like that? Food is not entertainment. It's fuel, people. Seriously. Like, it is really, we have to really take it back to like old school cave days. I never get bored of food because I'm just eating to get me to the next meal. I'm eating to give me the fuel for a workout. I'm eating to get me in a good mood so that my brain functions. I'm eating to whatever. You want to make memories and you want to enjoy things and you want entertainment. Why don't you start thinking of things to do that are actually going to, that you're going to enjoy? Like, really think about, you're going to eat a piece of cheesecake. I want to be able to enjoy company with friends and eat cheesecake and drink wine. What? It's about hanging out with your friends. It's about reminiscing on old things. It's about playing games, bringing up old board games where you can laugh so hard that you're actually getting an ab workout. Laugh so hard that your abs are burning. Like, that's what food has to be. You have to keep yourself busy. When I first got out of the hospital and somebody asked about my story, and if you haven't read it, go to jenn.m.aguirre.com, jenn.m.aguirre.com, and read Who's Jen? It's the tab up there. So, where was I going with this? Oh my God, totally had ADD. But basically, when I was struggling with, I think this is where I was going. If not, whatever. Basically, food is meant for you to just eat and go, oh, now I remember. So when I first got out of the hospital, what did I have to do? Because I have to think of things that are going to help me. So somebody asked, how did you deal with this? Somebody else even asked with my bulimia, because I'm very open. Like, I'm an open book. I want you guys to know I suffered from bulimia. I was like in my mom's attic for a month just binging and purging before I finally came downstairs, and after my mom crying and begging me to let her help me, I didn't want the help. I wasn't ready for it. I would have never done anything. I was miserable. I didn't know what I was going to do with my life. I just got out of a terrible relationship. I had no job. And then after I got out of the hospital, some of the things that I had to do was, I mean, I was in the hospital for 7 days. They taught me coping skills. They taught me about keeping myself busy. They taught me about positive affirmations. They taught me about taking it back to my childhood. They taught me about why certain words were trigger words for me and why I felt certain things. I can't answer those things for you. You have to figure them out. I kept myself busy. I got 4 jobs. Literally went from one to the next. And on Saturday and Sunday, when I was only working at New York Sports Club in the morning or until about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, there's all that time during the day. I mentally wasn't ready to be over my family's house or be around Sunday traditional Italian meals. I only could go and keep myself busy. So what did I do? I sat at the bookstore for hours. I would bring my little lunch bag, and I can't binge at the bookstore. I would set myself up so that I couldn't F up. I would sit at the bookstore and read self-help books. The Tao of Pooh, T-A-O, such a good book. I would read The Secret. I would read The 4 Agreements. I would read The Celestine Prophecy, The Power of Now, books on God. Anything that was Chicken Soup for the Soul, all those books. Because I was in the bookstore literally every week, sometimes 2 times. And then I would go to the gym to keep my mind off things, release my happy hormones, get me in a good mood, all those things. So that was what that was what really helped me with that. And I really had to keep myself busy so that I didn't think, because it's tough. When you go from like having that control, like every time you eat, you want to get rid of it, so because you're so deathly afraid you're going to gain weight. Even though bulimics are technically overweight, and I was at that time, I was 180 pounds. I think the most I ever weighed was 183. Not pregnant. I'm not talking about 5 years ago or when I was pregnant. I'm talking about 14 years ago, 13 years ago. So Yeah, so it's really about coping skills. That's going to be the best thing, setting yourself up. So the food is entertainment, the bulimia and how to help with that. Let's see. I did one on no support from family. I actually reposted that on how to handle that. So just go back and watch that video. So I'm going to cross that one off. And I'll quickly just, one of my clients, my coaching clients, she actually asked me, how do I motivate myself, when other things bring me down? And I just have this frame of mind where there's no point in doing something unless you do it 110%. If it kind of sounds like an excuse, it probably is. So, like, I can get up in the morning. Yeah, okay, I didn't get any sleep. I mean, I did the past 2 nights. Awesome sleep. Yeah, I didn't get sleep with my son for like 2 nights in a row. Eventually, I'll catch up, but I know it's going to be 10 times worse if I give in. Because that day is going to be horrible. Maybe my client...